talk to Lord Cranberry.
I don't care if his name is Lord Blueberry, Strawberry, or Boysenberry. He's got no right having nail posters up on my inn. And what's with the stage?
I believe it's all been worked out with your husband, ma'am.
Robert!
That's my family, Blossom.
Get out of it now!
Sorry, my love. What is it, my pet?
What is this all about?
What are you talking? Right, I can explain. So this gentleman unfortunately says Robert my good fellow.
Oh, so you know this Lord Blueberry.
Cranberry.
I mean, I didn't know at the time.
So then how did he know your name?
What are you talking about?
Well, you said that he said, Robert, my good fellow.
Maybe he didn't say those exact words.
Get on with it, Robert. What's with the stage?
Of course. So this gentleman approaches me and says, Robert my good fellow.
Oh, so now he knows you again.
Fine. He said, my good fellow who I've never met until this very moment, whose name I didn't know. There, are you happy now?
Well, it's a bit more possible, isn't it? Get on with it, Robert.
He's a famous London actor, and he owns a company. He wants to perform this afternoon, and he wants you in our yard, and he's giving us a cut of profit.
Cut of the profit, you say? How much?
15%.
Get him up to 20.
But I already showed on the
20%, Robert.
not here.
So can I interest you to tickets to a play? Wouldn't miss it, Joanna. What's this play about?
Julius Caesar,
Who's he?
the Emperor of Rome.
They still have one of those?
No, it's a history play.
A history play? What could be better than that? Anything, really. Go on. Tell your friends and neighbors. You are our neighbors. Go on.
I'm so glad you came around.
Oh, Robert, you're not off going to come camp. We have drinks to prepare, food to make. We can charge extra for stools and pillows for old backsides.
You are as sure as you are lovely, my dear.
Robert, if we don't make money on this, I'll have your hide.
We will, my dear.
We better. And now go find Lord What's-His-Face and get him up to 20%.
Those might be too bad.
Can I help you?
Oh, sorry, what?
Lord Cranberry, you'd like to speak to him?
I do? Not really, could you?
Me?
I'm already just a lowly stagehand, but I really appreciate it.
Negotiate a profit-sharing agreement allocating income among separate parties by determining the relative value of the overall profit.
Something like that.
Now, I heard you talk about 20%. Are you referring to the net or the gross income?
Net?
Okay, awesome. Now, there's lots of things we should talk about.
No, I mean, what net? What are you talking about?
Oh, the income after operating expenses. There are, of course, many things to consider, like market risk and the numerous expenses that come along with the allocation of profits. If you're acquiescent to these deductions, then
Who are you?
just a stagehand.
So how do you know all about profit sharing and income rates?
Someone has to. Well, Mr. Huxley, I believe we can give you 20%, with the aforementioned clauses, of course.
Really?
Yep, just leave it all to me.
Excellent, thanks.
Look lively, everyone, look lively. We've got a set to complete. Rome wasn't built in a day, you know, except in this case, of course.
Just explained the last 17 times 12 salaries, sir.
Yes. Jan, who was that you were talking to?
The proprietor of the insert, it seems we're making a better deal than we previously thought.
Oh, really?
Yes, I got him up to 20%, but there is a lot of...
Yes. Have you swept the stage yet? You don't want anyone dirty if the pope isn't necessarily doing.
Of course not, my lord.
Blast it all, where is everyone?
Cranberry, I thought you said there was food out here.
Jan, be a dear and go fetch the company for us, please. I got my traditional rousing pre-show speech, and there's not much pre left for the show.
What? Really? How much time is left? I better start practicing. A box of mixed biscuits, a box of mixed biscuits.
Relax, Templeton, you'll be just fine. You know, I remember being a young boy like you.
Boy?
And yes, I will get nervous in front of the show. Imagine me as a stammering, nervous, incompetent crap, just as you are.
Incompetent?
There is nothing worse than bombing on stage in front of an audience of unforgiving, merciless detractors just waiting to see you fail. Maybe it really. But there, I'm sure you'll be fine, just fine.
You going to include that in your rousing speech?
Oh, do you think I should?
Did wonders with Templeton.
Look at that! His nerves are completely soothed. He's so relaxed he's fallen asleep.
death scene in this play. Why didn't I get that part? You didn't know there was a death scene in a play about Julius Caesar?
Didn't you read the script, mate?
I know my lines in English and in Roman.
As if. We are not doing that.
Why is not us? It celebrates amazingness.
No. Honest tablet, like always. Yeah, sorry, not sorry.
So, what's with the bird? Is it gonna tweet the messages for you?
That's exactly what it does, Stroll. It's a passenger pigeon. I can like text anyone now.
Who would want to receive messages nonstop all day long?
My friend Elspeth, that's who. I've got like 6 friends, so.
Doesn't mean us. Can't be sure now, but I think there's more than 6 of us. I don't think we wore one of those fingers, Morris.
Ah, good. Gather round, everyone. Gather round. Now, I know the benefit without lately, traveling from village to village has really taken its toll on our local acting company. And we face some unexpectedly hostile crowds. But I believe the experience only made us stronger. We are on the up and up. A good show here means that we could be in the granted parts of Earl Men come wintertime.
I'm happy being part of Lord Cranberry's men. To Lord Cranberry!
Lord Cranberry.
Yes, well, I'm happy to finance our summer tours with my great family fortune. But it is the prestige, men, the prestige. And thanks to our new play, written by our own Dirk Patrick.
Oh, it's nothing. It did take me several months and considerable research.
Dirk, I am speaking here. Yes, thanks to our new play and our star performer, Victor Thatcher. Wait, where is he? Thatcher!
He's indisposed, my lord.
Indisposed? Doing what?
I'm not at liberty to say, my lord.
Not to, I am your employer, not Thatcher.
Of course, my lord.
So where is he?
Rest easy here, Cecil. I have got it.
What are you applying? Stop applying!
Sorry, Lord.
You timed that deliberately.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Victor Thatcher, if you weren't so good at acting, especially in female roles, I would have fired you from the company long ago!
Yes, lucky for me, I suppose.
Sir, I've got a theory about that.
Not the Thatcher's actually a woman theory again.
I just saying.
It's preposterous, Morris. No one's ever heard of a woman acting before. They're too mild-mannered and delicate for a profession such as ours. Women would never want to act.
Yeah, besides, everyone knows that men can play women better than women ever could.
Exactly.
I have one eye, and I reckon I can see better than the lot of you. Oh, do you now, Morris? And I'll tell you something else. I don't think Thatcher's the only one either.
I can assure you here, Morris, that Jan here is the only woman in our troupe. And is she not the model woman? I mean, typically sweeping our stage, mending our costumes, preparing our meals and whatnot. I mean, the model woman!
You are so woke, sir.
And someday, she will marry a handsome lad and have sons of her own, and they can grow up to be actors. But she would never be and drink a woman, an actor herself. Come now, Big Thatcher. You are no woman, and the very idea is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Yes?
I think we should just be preparing for a show instead of debating the obvious.
See?
I trust you've all rehearsed thoroughly tonight. I've invited Frederica Gallant to the show.
No way. Isn't she the wife of Andrew Gallant, the manager?
The manager of the Atlas Theater? Yeah.
How'd you convince her to come?
Oh, I can't stand her. Either of them, actually. The Gallants think they're so experts on theater. Why in the world would you invite Frederica to the show?
Well, many people think to impress the Gallants, but it is Frederica who's the real brains in the scouting out agents and hires. I've heard from a very reliable source that they're looking for a new lead, so none of you had better mess this up for me.
But, Thatcher, are you saying you would leave our noble company for the Gallant players?
In a heartbeat.
But you're our best actor!
I don't know about that.
Oh, he is.
He's a woman.
Aww, I love you all so much. The thought of leaving you in it strikes my very soul. You're all so have, I will hunt your entire family, and not even the pets will be safe from my wrath.
He's just so good, Lord.
You better believe it.
My lord, we're nearing showtime. The guests are about to arrive.
Ah, well, yes, everyone, look to the priming. We are going to put on the show of our lives. Not for the sake of Thatcher's career, but for the nobility and honor of our craft.
And because I'll maim all of you if you make me look bad.
No one's getting maimed, all right? Let's just all get backstage. Come along, come along. What's the dinner?
Thanks for setting up my entrance, Doug. You're the perfect partner.
Of course, Mr. Thatcher.
You know, don't let them convince you that you've nothing to look forward to than raising broody children. I think you've got a bright future.
You do?
Yeah, I see all that you do around here. Oh, you're modest, and that's not such a bad quality. From the advertising to the divvying of the shares, you're the cornerstone of this enterprise.
Why, thank you, Mr. Thatcher. I didn't think anyone noticed.
And when Frederica chooses me to be the lead actor in the world-renowned gallant players, I want you to come along with me.
Really? I have so much I can do for an established playhouse like that.
Playhouse? No. You are destined for a much higher honor than that.
What did you have in mind?
My personal assistant.
Oh, that's...
Look at you. You're speechless. Yes, personal assistant to the top actor in the country. Now don't get any funny ideas and settle down with some stable boy. You, my dear Jan, are destined for greatness.
As your personal assistant.
So let's make this the best show of our lives.
Stage sweeper, wife, daughter. Is that all life has in store for me? Oh, hard is the fortune of all womankind. Always controlled, always confined. Controlled by their parents until they are wives, and slaves to their husbands the rest of their lives.
Boy, has the play started yet? Was that verse?
Well, yeah, but the play hasn't started yet. I was just doing up some cleaning beforehand.
Oh, well, you missed the spot.
Thank you, ma'am.
Is it starting? Would you quit your whining, Lavinia? It'll start when it starts, that's when. Perhaps something to quench your thirst while you wait? Nah, I just spent my last few farthings on this ticket now, didn't I? Come on, Lavinia, I know you're good for it. Oh, all right then.
Julian Moret and Motors Church been off the coast of Cornwallis.
Let's not talk about pirates, especially. Last I heard, he sunk one of the Duke's galleons in the Bay of Biscay.
Galleys, I heard.
They say that even other pirates are scared of Murdoch. Well, he'll be caught any day now that holds on laws on his trail. That one captain may be a Frenchman, but he gets the job done. He does.
I was standing in, you know.
Really? Come on, Robert.
It's true.
Why would he be staying at your lousy inn?
It's not lousy. Best in this side of Kirkby Lane.
Only in this side of Kirkby Lane.
What's he doing in Gravelton?
Says, how do you put it? Gathering intelligence on pirate activities. You see, the king gave a passage to our waters and hopes that we catch him more up than any other pirates in mind.
Except the pirates have gotten even worse. Dear, I'm sure he's got more important things to do than...
There he is.
Would you look at that?
Oh, handsome fella, ain't he? Lavinia, you should have said he wants to come sit by us.
He can sit where he wants, Susan.
Oi, Captain, there's some seats over here. The owner of this establishment. I have invited to observe your silly little country's theatre.
Oh, so civilized.
I've heard so much about you, Mr. Valmont.
That's captain to you.
Jasper, have you no manners? How dare you speak to this woman with disrespect?
It was really nothing, Captain.
Knew you, swine. You see, madam, I employ this committee because that is what becomes on the ocean. I need men who are every bit as cruel and vicious as those pirates, but it does mean that they have some difficulty when they come ashore and they are expected to conduct themselves with a little bit of propriety. All they need sometimes is mild discipline, a small demonstration of how to be respectable.
Oh, all right. Mild discipline sounds fine.
What have you said for yourself? Respond!
I'm sorry, captain.
Sorry to me? Why are you sorry to me? I did not take offense. It is this woman who must apologize to, swine.
No, sir, absolutely not, Captain.
Excuse me, is there a play being performed here?
Why, yes, your ladyship, there's seats right up here. Move, you shrew. What?
Thank you. Capitaine Jean-Francois de la Haute-Valois. A pleasure to find you here.
Madame Gallant, it's a surprise to see you here as well. I was doubting this play before, but if you are here, well.
Well, we shall see. There is one actor who is apparently quite the rising star. Victor Thatcher is one for me.
Yes, your ladyship. Perhaps a pillow, a stool, only a small extra charge.
I am certain it will be Maniki. Although your country has many faults, it is most famous for its theatre.
Well, this might not be quite so renowned, but one remains hopeful.
In France, we have actors who are so good, they can make you weep with a single word. They can make you laugh with one raised eyebrow. They can stir such emotion, it feels as if your heart would be ripped through its chest.
Ah, yes. We have actors of such talent here in England, and a traveling company such as this is...
Yes?
Highly unlikely.
But the English theatre, it is so renowned with your Shakespeare, your Ben Jonson, your John Webster. Is this play by one of them?
I don't know, Robert, who's the play by?
I have no idea.
You're telling me you let them set up a stage in our yard and you don't even know what play it is?
I'll go find out.
He's finding out.
How about the play? I can't say for sure.
Sir, can I help you?
I don't know, can you?
The death of Caesar.
Ah, it is Shakespeare after all. You're in for a treat.
I'm sorry to interrupt you, ma'am, but it's actually not written by Shakespeare.
Then who is it by?
Dirk Patrick.
Is he famous here?
Never heard of him. Come on, Lavinia. Of course you've heard of
Dirk Patrick?
Dirk Patrick, right. We only have the finest here at our inn.
Jan, that's her, Frederica Gallant. She's actually here.
Oh, splendid.
Oh, I am just going to put my all in it. If those idiots mess up, it'll just make me look that much better. And I have a plan. She'll be amazed at my ingenuity. I just hope the rest of those idiots can keep up.
But sir, don't you think you should stick to the script?
Just start the play, start the play.
If everyone could please quiet down, the play's about to start.
There is a perfect play of Caesar by Shakespeare. Why are we not watching that one?
I don't know, Captain.
I've never heard of this Dirk Patrick fellow either.
Trust me, it's gonna knock your socks off. Stockings, pantyhose, what do you find ladies wear under all that?
If everyone could please quiet down.
Yeah, let's go. We want some Shakespeare. This isn't going to be any good.
You won't know if it's any good, Lavinia, if you've never seen it before.
Please, everyone, quiet down.
Cut the cackle and button your lips, the Ladia. See, dear, that's how you do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, I now present to you the death of Caesar.
What was I supposed to do here again, love?
You're the chorus.
Right. And what's that?
Did Dirk explain it to you?
Probably.
You set the scene, deliver the prologue.
I thought I was a soldier.
Yes, later on you're a soldier, but now you're the chorus.
Has it started yet? Is this the play?
Do you understand, Morris? I'm not even supposed to be up here right now.
All right, set the scene. I can do that. Right, so here's all in Rome, you see? Now, the emperor, what's his face? Supposed to come in and talk to all the senates and what have you. I guess he's not the emperor yet, but he's aiming to be. You follow? Now, the senates, they don't care, not a pinch. But I'm a soldier and I defend, what's his face when he tries to get killed in a little bit. That's gonna be a row, that's for certain.
Morris, you're not supposed to tell them that.
It's all right, dear. We couldn't understand him anyhow.
Sorry, all of you, terribly sorry. What he meant to say was, in the days of yore, long before hence, when Rome was new, and this just commenced.
Oh, that's just awful, Morris.
I wasn't going to sure I understand the play. Here, let me just say, in the days of yore, long before hence,
I like the guy with the eye patch better. Let him tell it.
Is this how it works here? Anyone can just interrupt the play?
in the days of yore,
Start the play! Start the play! Start the play!
Hear ye. All rise for the entrance of the Roman Senate.
I now present,
Come on, Templeton, you've got this.
I, the Roman Senator Suetonius, do think that Julius Caesar must be stopped once and for all, even if that means stupid the unthinkable and
Can't hear you, love.
the unthinkable and ridding the world of him once and for all. If only Brutus,
what does he say?
if only Brutus,
What?
only...
If only Brutus were to join us, those plebeians would respect us. Those plebeians. They're always like, bah, plebeians.
The noble senators Suetonius and Gaius, please let my fellow centurion show you to your seats.
No, it's okay. I think we can find room with her, as long as no plebeians get in our way. Bah.
It was funny the first time.
Well, how about some Latin then? As long as Adjus Stontus.
Welcome to you all. It is I, Julius Caesar, your noble leader.
Hail Caesar!
Hail Caesar!
Hail Caesar.
I hope you do not mind, but I brought my children to our meeting today. My daughter Julia and my son Syrian.
Seriously, Dirk? You named Julius Caesar's kids Julia and Caesarion. Couldn't you think of better names?
those are really their names. Read a book now then again, boy.
Not likely.
My dear son, if anything should happen to me, you be crowned dictator in my place.
Lucky you, brother. Just so you know, he's not my brother.
Son, if anything would happen to me, you be crowned dictator in my place. Will you be a good dictator, Zion? Said Syria.
Galfred, wake up.
Oh, line?
Yes, Father.
What?
Yes, Father.
Yes, Father.
Ah, that gives me such peace of mind. Not that anything would happen to me, of course. I'm Julius Caesar. Everyone adores me.
Of course, nothing's gonna happen to you, oh great Caesar. I'm here to protect you, ain't I? Actually, something really bad's gonna happen, but I'm kidding.
I do not know what you're talking about, dear soldier. Son, will you escort your sister to the gallery while we conduct business?
Galfred.
Oh, line?
Yes, Father.
What?
Yes, Father.
Yes, Father.
Ah, senators, I'm so glad you could all come today. But where is Brutus, my most loyal and reliable friend? The one I can trust above all others, and who would never do me harm.
Here I am, my friend. On this day we celebrate you, O Caesar, for your steadfast leadership and your genius in battle. May you live on forever.
Ah, Brutus, I can rely on you above all others.
More than you know, dear Caesar.
Hmm?
To tell you the truth, I have been troubled of late. My loyalty has been put to the test in ways I fear to disclose to you.
Thatcher, what are you doing?
I'm just improvising a little. Discuss this. Everyone knows that to truly become the character, you can't just read lines from a page.
Do not change the script for your own sake, Thatcher.
It's for the sake of the play, Lord. Now keep up.
Thatcher!
Yes, a decision lies before me that tears my heart in two. But really, is the decision so hard after all? If I prove disloyal, the name Brutus will forever be equated with traitor, backstabber. No, I would much rather be remembered as an honest man, maybe even a hero.
You must fulfill your destiny, Brutus. Do whatever your heart tells you to do.
Yes, I stand with you. You are ever so wise as always.
Great Caesar, the senators wish to speak to you on the matter of a pardon.
As they should come to me, for as I've been proclaimed dictator, I only have the power to grant them this. Come, Gaius and Suetonius, what request have you?
We wish for you to end the exile of Publius Caesar, who was unjustly sent from our land 3 years ago.
Oh, not him again. Speak up.
We wish for you to end the exile of Publius Caesar.
What?
We wish for you to
The exile of Publius Cimber! You must end him! They
something truly terrible to me.
I agree with you and stand with your decision.
But, Brutus, doesn't this make your blood boil? That I just denied you such a simple request, and you were ever such a champion for him.
I stand with you. You were just and reasonable.
This is where you're murdering me, you idiot, my big death scene.
Just play along.
Is there none of you mad enough to do something about this?
Ooh, I'll do it. Take this, you plebeian.
Oh, what is this violence? Alas, my death draws near.
No, away, vile fiend.
Finally, some action!
Brutus, what are you doing? Aren't you on our side?
Ha! I merely led you to believe I was part of your conspiracy, but in reality, I was a double agent. I stand with him and will prevent his untimely death. Take this.
Ooh, ouch.
Brutus, what are you doing?
Defending you. And so Brutus shall be known as the hero of Rome, the savior of Julius Caesar. Let the chanters cry it and the bards sing it, and Rome shall enter a golden age.
Stop, Brutus, and I'll arrest you for murdering our great dictator, Julius Caesar. Father, no.
All right, Father, no.
No. You must all be mistaken. I, Brutus, have just saved the life of Julius Caesar.
But that was my next line.
I don't know what you mean, Centurion.
Don't I get murdered defending the emperor?
Why, no, good soldier. You have done your duty as well as I have. Caesar is safe. Dear friend, do you not have anything to say? I have just saved your life from these conspirators. Now, I hate to compare myself to the heroes of legend, but this is truly a momentous occasion. The least you can do is at least
Enough! I am insulted that you would subject me to such nonsense and call it theater. I refuse to sit here another minute.
Oh, be quiet, Gallant. You were so unnecessary critical of me while during your theatrical performance. And
Pardon-moi, but you seem to be disrespecting this lovely woman. Now, perhaps I am mistaken.
you are not, sir. This woman has just threatened me in front of our theatrical performance. And
Theat! This is the worst excuse for theater that ever witnessed. And you are all the worst actors. There has never been a more terrible play performed in all the world. It is a crime how bad you are, and you should all be locked away so no one ever has to see you perform again. Nothing to say.
what do you know of theater anyways?
More than any of you, apparently.
Well, I had enough with you. If you do not leave, I shall give you a thrashing.
Isn't that so?
Well, if you wish to duel, I can go get some
Sir, I will be happy to refund your cost of admission.
Who is this girl?
If you have a complaint, I suggest you put it in writing and it will be reviewed by our board of directors.
Oh, really?
In the meantime, you may have the cost of your ticket refunded.
But I didn't get a ticket. I was invited.
Sir, if you do not have a ticket, then you should not be here. There is the exit. I have to insist that you use it.
Listen here, girl.
Yes, I am a girl, and your tone of disrespect is making me uncomfortable. Now, I do not believe that a captain of your honor would treat a woman with disrespect. Is this not so?
Of course not, no.
Then I have to ask you honor my request and leave.
Very well. I will be leaving. But I will not leave a lady in your sorry company. Madame, will you allow me to escort you out of here?
Thank you, Capitan.
Now, since that has been taken care of, perhaps we can patch things up and
The
continue.
show's over, Cranberry.
But Thatcher, these people still have performed.
No, you've scared off enough of our patrons for one night. Honestly, you should all really consider a change in career.
Aha! We wouldn't think of doing anything else. This is our passion. Your entertainment is our only goal.
I hear you, and I hope you don't take this the wrong way, but that was awful.
What?
You are the worst actors I've ever seen.
You are the worst audience! I never heard of any complaints before.
You must not have been listening, then.
What? Who said that?
We're going to go now.
Wait, there's so much we can have. You can patch things up with Dog.
Correct.
Lord Cranberry, sir, this is breastplate thing. Such some fears.
Are we done here, or are we just going to continue?
No, yes, Sullivan. Apparently, we're done here.
So then, Thatcher goes off script, and like, no one has a clue what to do. Then this French dude starts trolling us, and then Cranberry laughs back, which basically just sent the play off the rails. Oh, gosh, it was just... the worst.
Oh, Sullivan, please stop. I'm trying to think.
What you thinking about, my lord?
I just can't accept the fact of what that audience had said to us. Worst actors. We had one. One little slip up.
I think there may have been a few.
Or more like 100?
Admittingly, this was not our best performance.
I don't think it was our worst, though. Remember the time I fought the stage and laid on the Duke's wife?
Oh, right. And then she went into labor.
That was terrible.
Or the time at the Habashire Tomato Festival when they had all that ready ammunition.
You know, I still find tomato seeds in my hair.
Or that time there was a thunderstorm and lightning struck our wooden balcony. Everyone almost died. Yeah.
Perhaps we can all stand to improve ourselves. Perhaps it's made some changes. Big changes on the way we do things around here. But I have no clue where to start.
I think I can help.
You were the one that messed us up in the first place!
That is absurd. The only reason that this didn't work is that all of you act so old-fashioned.
That's not a word.
Quiet. My lord, my fellow players, the audience needs more from us. We can't just read lines from a script. We have to embody the characters we portray.
And how are we supposed to do that?
Well, there's a new form of acting, a method, you see, where someone who's acting actually figures out what it's like to be their character. So someone who is acting as a carriage driver would actually drive a carriage for a day to actually figure out what it's like to be a carriage driver.
That's preposterous. Only sure to delude themselves into thinking something like that would work.
You know, that might just work.
Really? We'll try it?
Even though you are insufferable at times, you are admittingly the best among us. If you say this works, we shall endeavor to better ourselves by any means necessary.
Hey, I'm not driving carriages and showing manure. Just played a tiny part of the footman or something.
Oh, nonsense! We can apply this method to other forms of acting.
Ooh, let's do a play where I can be a queen. Then I can live in the palace for a few months.
And another thing, all these plays about ancient Rome and ancient England and ancient Greece, ancient. We need something contemporary. People aren't interested in those same dusty old subjects anymore. So what are people interested in nowadays?
Bridge building?
No.
Legs?
Love stories? You know, I'd love to be someone with superpowers. A hero who's super. And I can get into epic city-shattering battle wearing skin-tight spandex. Like anyone would sit in the theater and watch that.
No, what we need is...
Pirates!
Excuse me?
That's what you are. You're all pirates.
Pirates. Not a bad idea.
First, you swindle my dumb doorknob of a husband into signing a contract where you get free room and board, and we only get a small cut of the ticket sales. 3 shillings, that's all we've earned.
Ma'am, if you take a look at the agreement, everything's perfectly binding.
This is what I think of your contract.
Oh, my 300 bucks, I don't know if that's a good idea.
Get off my lot, the lot of you. I don't want to see you again.
Ma'am, whether you tear it up or not, the agreement is still legally binding.
That's enough, Jan, I'm sure. Thank you for letting us use your yard, but we will not be meeting herein or the stage for a long while. For we are about to embark on the journey of our lifetime.
What are you blathering on about?
Men, we will give the people what they want. A story of today, of here and now. We will deliver them in a wild, exhilarating tale. We will become pirates. Who's with me?
You? Pirates?
You may laugh now, but when we return, our family will take the country by the storm. I think a month or two on the sea shall do it, don't you think?
Yeah, shit.
I, as a matter of fact, have quite the family fortune. Purchasing a ship will be fit the trade.
And do you even know how to sail?
How hard can that be?
And what, you're just gonna go out robbing people?
Yes. Yes, as a matter of fact, we are. Yoink! To me, men! I mean, me hearties!
Sorry, guys, give up, God.
Ahoy there, matey.
Yeah, you too. Are you catching any sleep as much as mine?
Not at all. I can feel the sea breeze and it is wonderful.
That's too much information.
Morris, what are you doing?
Just getting my sea legs. Got you, Mills?
Captain says we're supposed to use our pirate name from now on.
You have to excuse my hearing, seeing as I got 2 eye patches now. Yeah, we noticed. One's not enough. Young Alfred. One is definitely not enough.
Why not?
Well, I've been a bit intimidating with my eye patches, right? So 2 eye patches, that's right, scary that is. No, not really, no. Are you sure? Are you here, Morris?
Look, Morris, you can't see. Just let me.
There, see, terrified.
Wait, why cover up your good eye?
Because it's scary looking.
Yeah, it is.
Pirates are supposed to be scary, aren't they? Why cover up your most menacing feature? You can't see anyone to intimidate them. But my senses are home. My hearing, as sharp as a bat's. My nose, as certain as a bloodhound's. My touch. Yes, yeah, that's good, I guess, too.
Well, we'll see what the captain says. Report for inspection by the captain. Line up, you scurvy dogs.
I've only been at sea for 3 hours. Only enough time to come down to scrape your head.
Captain on deck.
Thank you, quartermaster.
Wait, I thought I was first mate.
No, I gave that role to Thatcher Simpson. Where is Noy? I'm not even gonna ask. I'm not even gonna give him the satisfaction of his silly grand entrances.
Who are you talking about, my lord?
Thatcher.
You called, sir?
Are we all here and accounted for then?
Yes, my lord.
But I am a lord no longer. I be Captain Vile of this here pirate ship, and ye are me trusty crew, a band of scoundrels who strike fear into the hearts of men everywhere. Now, there is no script. You must invent your own character. Come, introduce yourselves.
I be the most fearsome pirate Blackbeard.
Hey, I called Blackbeard. Clearly, I'm Blackbeard. You saw my costume yesterday.
So you had a black beard yesterday. I know you wanted to be Blackbeard. Even Avery's got a black beard. That doesn't mean nothing. Tell me, who you supposed to be?
Oh, actually, I want to be Blackbeard too.
Oh, come on.
And not all of you can't be Blackbeard. Somebody will have to choose something else. Fine, you're all Blackbeard. What a fine start we're having. Is there anyone else that does not want to be a Blackbeard?
Oh, over here, Captain.
That's no good.
Rosette County, report for duty, sir.
You're to be in the riggings as our lookout then?
Yes, sir. Captain, you can't even see. The sea breeze and the goals is all I need, Captain.
He'll do. Welcome to the crew, crow's nest, Johnny.
But Captain...
Every 9 fingers they call me, a crewman of the Royal Navy I was, until I organized a mutiny and sailed across the Spanish Main. Alas, I was caught and sent to the execution dock to dance I'm the first mate of the fourth wall.
What's the fourth wall?
Why, the very ship you're standing on, sailor. Oh, there seems to be quite a few more pirates than I remember. And pray tell, what do we call you?
Buckles.
I think Buckles would make an excellent gunner captain. What say you?
Definitely shot stage cans for special effects.
Ah, he'll do, Nine Fingers, he'll do. We still need a cook to keep us all fed, though.
Sure, I'll do it.
Ah, there's a lad. It's a kitchen for you.
Right, so I'm kitchen?
No. You work in the kitchen. Your name can be...
You know what? Let's just stick with kitchen. Easier for me to remember.
You want your name to be kitchen?
Yeah, sure, whatever.
All right. Let's see. And Templeton. Templeton can be our Jolly Roger, our shanty man.
What? Me sing? No.
And Jan. Jan can be the cabin boy.
But sir, I'm the only one with any sailing experience. Don't you think I'd be of better use as the boatswain or the sailing master?
No, nonsense. We all know that women cannot be pirates as they are to acting.
But sir... But of course, Captain.
Who is that? You're looking to be fine dressed to be a pirate. Who are you supposed to be?
Actually, Captain, since I'm not an actor, I thought I could just observe all of you in order to write the new play.
Oh, nonsense! We all have our parts. If you aren't going to be part of my crew, then you can be our kidnapped victim, Albert Hogsbottom!
That sounds like a grand idea, Captain.
And what do we do with the landlubbers, me hearties? We throw them in the brig.
We do?
Oh, I love this. Throw him in the brig! Arr! Arr!
Oh, but Captain, I can't observe from there. Captain? Captain?
Now to find some plunder and booty! Arr! Arr!
What about that ship right there?
What's that, Acre? I mean, Blackbeard?
What about that ship right there?
Come on. Be louder. Use your diaphragm.
Captain, there's a ship just off the starboard. Starboard is over there.
It's not very big.
It's a sloop. They're flying a white flag. They need help.
Look on, men! Give no quarter, take no prisoner. Dead men tell no tales.
Captain, we can't attack a ship in need.
But we are a ship in need. In need of plunder and booty. Arr! Arr!
But Captain, it's
Come
against...
now, Fletcher. Are you a pirate or not?
Captain, it's against maritime law. Even pirates don't stoop to the level of attacking ships in distress.
How do we know they're not pirates? Trying to deceive us? Look alive, men!
Ahoy there! Can I get some help? Your ship is now property of Captain Byron's band of buccaneers. I, Big Henry Nine Fingers, tremble at the
So glad you came by when you did. The name's Charles. My ship's taken on water. I grabbed her a few days ago off St. Lucia. I didn't realize the damage at the time, but it's gotten worse since. The others left in the longboat. That was hours ago. Why are you all dressed like that?
I be Captain Vile of this here pirate ship, and you, sir, are now a kidnapped victim.
Pirates, right. Seriously?
Arr! Arr!
No, for real, what's going on here?
Lest we throw you to the sharks to make our point?
I do, actually.
Okay, what are you doing wrong here? Shouldn't you be afraid?
Are you joking? Look, I know a few things about pirates. You lot would let me. Wait. You've run into pirates before? Yeah, a couple of times.
So, what were they like?
Were they horrible and fearsome? It depends, I guess.
Who was their captain?
Oh, one of them was a real nasty piece of work. Ever hear of Murdoch the murderer?
He is known to us, yes. You brought to Murdoch?
Yeah, brutal, vicious, leaves no one alive, you see.
And how are you not dead?
Well, I escaped. Anyway, my ship's getting pretty low in water. Don't suppose you have anyone who can help fix it? Got some rather precious cargo and I would hate to lose it.
To me, men! This is it, me hearties. Our first blunder.
Come now, he's just a defenseless sailor.
Exactly, right for the picking. He said he had a precious cargo. Maybe it's treasure?
It's not treasure. They don't actually carry around precious gems and gold coins like they do in the story.
Hey, what kind of cargo is it? Treasure, actually. Gold coins, precious gems, that sort of thing. That's why I really need help patching the ship. I'm sure they'll let the pirates.
This is a big parties. We will truly tell them how pirates can be. We will take Charles as our prisoner, capture the treasure, and then we will truly be pirates.
I thought we were just out here to get the experience.
And this is the experience we exactly need.
But Captain...
Take your men and capture the treasure!
Oh, you don't want to do that.
Silence, knave. We may be new to piracy, but we are quick learners and we're not going to pass up such an easy opportunity as this.
It won't be as easy as you think. There will be repercussions.
It's heavy.
Sure feels like treasure.
Sounds like treasure.
Take my treasure too.
Well done, me hearties. We have the treasure.
Throw him in the lower of the hog's bottom.
Jolly Roger, sing us a shanty to mark the occasion.
But I don't know any. I haven't practiced.
Just sing whatever comes to your heart, man.
This little light of mine.
This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine.
We've been out here for days. When is there going to be another ship to plunder?
Let's just ask for a lookout. Hey there, Morris. Anything out there today? Nothing yet, Buckles. The name's Crow's Johnny, remembers? Well, shouldn't you be out there then?
Who knew life as a pirate could be so boring? Time has literally stopped.
You mean figuratively?
Be quiet down there. Prisoners aren't supposed to talk, let alone correct grammar.
It's not grammar, it's that you're literally using the wrong word.
Hey! Don't make me come down there.
Be my guest, I'd gladly trade. At least you're on fresh air.
Oh, I wouldn't exactly call it fresh either.
Oh dear, you're not any better. Well, I'm sure we'd all think that's what they could. Or maybe something besides hardtack.
You can say that again, Avery. Blackbeard.
I'm sure we'd all think that's what we could.
No, I'm just saying that I agree with you.
Oh.
See, Captain, they're just lying around on deck, not doing anything again.
Look alive, men! Batten down the hatches, bring her up to full sail, bring a spring upon our cable.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Not you! You should be swabbing the deck! Come on, man! I just gave orders!
But I don't know what any of that means.
I don't think he even know what that meant.
Well, I know it means not to be lying around like scalawags. Now come on, rise and shine!
Maybe if you gave an actual heading, sir.
Oh, okay then. How about 306 degrees off the starboard? There, have at it!
That would put us in the exact same direction, sir.
Don't find that out that way!
But why, sir? Don't we have a destination? We've got to be heading somewhere. Or are we just heading nowhere?
Oh, that was good. I'm gonna put that in the actual play.
Well, I don't hear any of you giving out ideas. Try that for a change?
How about that way, Captain?
Ah, that's my good. Who are you?
Reagan.
Right. That don't sound very piracy. Do we agree on that?
It should sound piratey.
Thatcher, is this you? Is this some new character?
Afraid not.
Then who are you?
I told you already. Reagan.
No. Who are you?
Ah, a better question. Who do you think I am?
Where'd it come from?
Oh, I never get sick of it. Go on.
Well...
I be Captain Vile of this here pirate ship, and I demand to know how ye got on board.
Oh, well, I just sailed up in that little skiff tied astern. The stern is the back of the ship, Captain.
So you saying you were just rowing about the ocean and happened upon us?
Oh, no. I tracked you guys for 3 or 4 days on my schooner, the Black Flag.
Black Flag? That's kind of a weird name. Almost sounds like a pirate ship.
It does, doesn't it? That's because it is. A pirate ship, you know.
You're a pirate.
Indeed.
But, you don't sound like a pirate.
Oh, I'm quite well educated. Went to Cambridge, you know.
And you don't look like a pirate either.
I wasn't aware there was a dress code for piracy.
You say you tracked us in a schooner. How come we didn't see the schooner sooner?
Well, it would help if you had a lookout.
Aha! We do have a lookout. Gross nest Johnny there.
And why is Johnny not in the crow's nest? Ever?
I ain't going up there. Are you deaf? Well, somebody get up there! Are you deaf?
Yeah, pretty easy for a small ship to sneak up on you then. On, say, a foggy morning.
Hey guys, it was foggy yesterday morning. I bet that's when you snuck up on us.
I thought I pretty much revealed that, yes.
Wait, why didn't you just take your whole ship with us then?
Oh, the smart one. I like you. Best question so far. And you see, I could have it that. But it's usually not a good idea to attack a much larger and better armed vessel. Had I known that this ship would be crewed by a bunch of idiots, I would have been much more confident.
What is that you're doing?
Oh, I'm using this mirror to signal to my crew. I expect they shall be here within the hour, and then they'll capture the fourth wall, loot the cargo hold, imprison all of you be sold to the slave markets, and capture the ship, loot the cargo hold, imprison the crew. I could swear I am forgetting something.
You can forget that now since you spoiled your entire plan. We'll be ready for your crew.
Will you? That would be quite impressive considering I've plugged up the loopholes, sabotaged the cannons, and cut the riggings to the masts.
What? But how?
No, I'm afraid your only option is to surrender. You see, my crew, being actual pirates, won't hesitate to do nasty things to you in order to get their way. We don't want that. Now, do we?
We'll fight to the last man. Are you deaf? Is there no one here to defend us against this usurper?
Finally, you give me a proper entrance. This is where you surrender.
And why would I do that?
I'm no stranger to a good sword fight. You underestimate me, and that will be your downfall.
Funny, I was just about to say the same thing.
Didn't expect that, did you?
It's exactly what I expected, actually. You've been trained for stage combat.
Extensively trained.
I can tell. If this were a play, I might feel frightened.
I seem to be doing well enough.
Well, that's because I've been fighting fair. Until now.
Until now, what do you even mean?
My crew has arrived. Take it, boys! Oldest trick in the book. Now, your prison already seems somewhat full. So if you could all just line up against the railings, I'll bind you up here on the deck.
That's
Absurd!
fascinating.
You think so? Now, I'm not one to press gang, but you, I might just offer you a place on my crew.
Me? Oh, no, I could never.
But stop that. You clearly know your way around a ship. You've got smarts, courage, and most importantly, absolutely no reason to remain with these jesters.
Jan will never join you. She is loyal to the end.
Perhaps. Just another admirable quality then.
Jan will never become a pirate because women cannot be pirates!
It's not that ridiculous.
Oh, come on, Templeton. Not you two.
You know what? Women are totally capable. It's just that one never gives them the chance.
Women are ill-suited to piracy as they are to acting. You're all being ridiculous. How could you even do this to me? You're not even supposed to be on this ship. Then put that sword away.
My name is Ruth.
Yeah. And I'm Becky. I'm Agnes.
And I'm Hester.
What's going on?
Ladies?
I told you, didn't I tell you? Thatcher's a woman.
Thatcher. Surely not.
What happened?
They fainted.
Why is that?
Not just because I'm a woman, but because we're all women, and we're proud of it too.
All women? All women except me?
Well, that'll make them easier to tie up and throw in the brig. Good work. I assume you're all joining my crew then. We don't actually say that. But I think this time calls for an exception.
Man, nice haul they got here. They can't be such bad pirates who got all of this. I've never seen so much money in one place before. No, they're not pirates at all. They're actors. See?
That's what Captain O'Flynn said.
Oh wait, this is some sort of theater show?
Captain says they're seeing what it's like to be pirates in a play.
You know, now that you explained it, the lesson makes sense. You know, this will make up for what Murdoch took from us anyway. We barely even escaped their lives.
It's not Murdoch that I'm worried about. We shook him off, didn't we? It's this whole Falwa that's got me going.
I heard that he has sunk more ships than Murdoch has. And now he's after low-life pirates like us.
Avast ye scallywags!
What's that, Captain?
Oh, they've been teaching me some pirate phrases. It's actually kind of fun. Whatever you say, Captain. So, you've got a chest full of treasure and 2 prisoners. That all happened before I arrived, and it is the biggest mystery I have yet to figure out. Chance, Kelly, fetch the prisoners, and while our newest recruits regale me with the tale of how a troupe of actors successfully pulled off an act of piracy.
No, I'm not really sure. I was just hiding over here.
I was busy trying to anchor the ship without piercing the hull.
I was texting Elspeth.
Texting? What? Never mind, I am not going to ask. Here they are.
Oh, the sunlight, fresh air. Thank you, thank you.
They told me your name is Albert. Hogsbottom?
Oh, that's just, I'm Dirk Patrick, a playwright. These dummies threw me in the brig when I didn't want to play along with their silly acting exercises.
You know, the prisoner's first tactic is always to deny their identity.
Oh, but it's true. Why don't you tell her already? They threw me in the brig when I didn't want to play along with their silly acting exercises.
I think we should lock him up.
You would say that. You always did have contempt for me and my craft. If you were not a woman, I would challenge you to... Wait, you are a woman. Templeton and Sullivan and Avery? Am I going mad?
I don't know, Dirk.
Put me back. Put me back.
And how about him? Is he your lighting technician? Costume designer, perhaps?
Oh, Captain O'Flynn, you don't remember him.
Wait, isn't he one of...
No. This is just some sailor whose ship was going down. His crew had abandoned him and he had a ton of treasure. It was our big pirate moment.
Treasure? Why would a mere sailor have treasure? And why do you look so familiar? No.
What is it, Captain?
Rowing overboard. No, wait. That might make things worse, much worse. Not if you never found out, you know you would.
Who is this man?
You might be wondering why my ship is in such a sorry state, and why I am in need of new crew members. It's due to this man. Or rather, the man he hails as his captain. See?
Not.
He's one of Murdoch's men.
Murdoch? No, you must be mistaken. He asked us for help once. He let us take him without a fight.
He sails under Murdoch's flag. That ship he was on, it attacked us just days ago. My ship managed to get away in the firefight, but only just barely. We must have damaged his ship. That's why it was sinking.
So his story was a lie.
You have taken one of Murdoch's men hostage. And I took you hostage, which means he is now my responsibility.
Not only that, but you guys treasure as well. His best stuff, actually. And my mates know we're around here somewhere. Now, Murdoch isn't one to show mercy on his best days. So, imagine what he'll do when he finds out what we've done.
What have we done?
So, you may be lucky. He never harms women. It's his only rule.
What?
But you, maybe he'll tie you to the mast with the sun and slowly roast you. Or maybe he'll use you as target practice for the ship's cannons. Or maybe...
I've had about enough of that. How about you guys?
What do we do with him now?
Oh, Captain.
I like charity of throwing him overboard.
We can't do that.
Unfortunately, she's right. He's worth more alive than dead. He might be our only bargain chip against Murdoch. Captain! Not now, Frank!
What if we hide him really well where Murdoch can't find him, and then we say we found the treasure and let's get it back?
That might work.
Captain! Ship approaching!
It's Murdoch.
Seriously? I can't even right now.
It was a good life, my friends, albeit a short one.
Save the farewell speech. It's not Murdoch.
It's not?
It's worse.
This is your one and only warning. Prepare to be bodied, do not resist. Any suspicious behavior will be met with extreme force.
Okay, we've only got a couple of minutes. How did you guys know a Haute Valois?
He came to one of our plays once.
Not a fan.
He ridiculed us, didn't take us seriously at all.
No, not at all. Wait, I have an idea. Captain O'Flynn, have you or your crew ever actually seen Haute Valois?
No, we know it by reputation only.
Good. Hester, go down to the brig and get the men.
They're not going to be much help in the fight.
Just go. Have you ever been in a play?
Me? No, never.
Perfect. You and your crew are going to fit right in.
What do you mean?
What is going on now here? I'm glad to be free, but I was having quite the nice proposal, as a matter of fact.
Captain, Haute Valois and his crew are about to board the ship. We have to show them that we learned our lesson and now we're pirates.
We do?
Yes, for the sake of English theater.
What are you talking about?
She's right, men. We were not best when he saw us last, but we have truly have understood Thatcher's method of acting. And now we can prove to him how true English actors can be.
Exactly. Captain O'Flynn, do you remember the pirate terminology that Henry Ninefingers taught you?
Yes.
Perfect. Use it, and use it as if your life depended on it, because it does.
I really hope you know what you're doing.
Me too.
Come on, men. I said, come on, men.
Now, that's a nice ship. Why'd you cheap out our eyes, Cranberry?
Captain Vile, remember?
Oh, yeah. Great.
He comes!
I am Captain Jean-François de la Côte-Valois. I have been given a letter marked to search every vessel in these waters for suspicious behavior. And you, I must admit, are very suspicious.
Identify yourselves.
I be Captain Vile of this here pirate ship, and you are invading. Be off with me lest I blow your ship out of the water.
What is this?
I be Henry Ninefingers. I've sailed these waters my whole life and I've never met such a scurvy scoundrel as you.
Excuse me, what?
And I be
And I be Blackbeard, most feared pirate of all the Americas. Timber me shippers.
Sir, these words seem familiar.
Rose Johnny, we're perfect for duty.
And I'm Jolly.
Yes, they are familiar. Who are you?
Oh, shoot, who was I? Ancient? Something?
I see. And what about you?
Oh, line?
Alfred, this isn't a play. You can't call line.
I don't know my line.
Bounty the main. You are the girl from the play. What are you doing here?
Yo-ho-ho and a bottle of grog. We sail the briny deep and we make ye walk the plank. Arr! Arr! Arr!
Sir, I think they're all from the play.
Qu'est-ce que? They are off to play?
Arr!
You are right. These are those terrible actors. What are you doing out here? On the ocean? On a ship?
We be scoundering the seas for plunder and booty. Arr!
They're pirates now, sir.
They are not pirates.
Lest me blow your ship to make your point.
They are playing at pirates. But they are harmless. More than harmless. They will probably shipwreck themselves before long.
So, you're gonna let us go then, right?
We go on to silly little pirate games. I have more important things to attend to. But perhaps when we get bored, we shall seek you out again, no?
Your plan, it's working. They're leaving.
A good thing, too. It's worse than we think.
What do you mean?
Let's be off with you bloody rat.
Yes, I will. As you say, see you later. Wait, who is that?
Oh, no.
Just a sailor who's had a bit too much. No need to worry about him.
Sir, it's Charles.
Oh, no.
Someone's missing.
Wait, how do you know him?
It is my duty to know the pirates that sail in these parts. Charles Turner is a part of something to me. Why is he here?
Oh, his ship was going down, you know. We saved him.
I see. And was there anything else on his ship?
Oh, you won't believe it. There was
A big hole on the side of the ship was letting in water. We couldn't save anything but him.
Oh, Tom Martin knew. Very well. I am taking this lonely dog with me.
Fair enough. We didn't want him anyway.
Yes. He shall answer for his incompetence. What is it? His insolence. The English, it hurts my mouth to speak any longer. Have a safe pleasure cruise, Captain
Vile! Captain Vile!
Ah, yes. May the winds favor you. Until they don't. Pirates.
Can't believe that
Charles wakes up, he's gonna tell Hope Balboa the whole story.
So what? We got away with a little bit extra treasure. That's not gonna mean much to Balboa.
No, but it will to Murdoch.
You think Hope Balboa and Murdoch are in league?
Worse, I think Hope Balboa is Murdoch the murderer.
So how do we know that Hope Balboa is really Murdoch the murderer?
Well, I didn't know for sure, but the way he recognized Charles gave it away.
Would someone found out that? No, they wouldn't have. It is the perfect ruse. As Murdoch the murderer, he attacks merchant vessels and leaves no witnesses.
But as Hope Balboa, he attacks other pirates to ensure he has no competition. Had he been a merchant, he would have been taken in by Murdoch. Had he been a pirate, he would have been taken in by the law-abiding Hope Balboa.
I just don't understand. How did you figure it out?
It will take too long to explain, and if I'm right, Charles will wake up any minute now and tell Hope Balboa the entire story. Then it won't matter if we know who he is or not. Murdoch will come back to finish the job.
Ships off the starboard bow. Captain, it's Murdoch. Balboa. Someone's coming up quickly.
So what is to be done?
Do you think we can win?
No, we're outnumbered and outgunned. But if anyone can think of a plan, I'll bet it's Jan.
Why are you all looking at me?
Would you stop that? I've only known you for a short while, but it's clear that you have more strength, courage, and intelligence than you give yourself credit for.
What are you talking about?
How could you be so blind, Cranberry? She practically runs your whole operation. At least I see what she's capable of. That's why I chose her as my personal assistant.
You're both clueless. Her potential has been wasted long enough. Jan, it is not often that I can't plot a course of action. But I know that you can do it. You've just got to believe it too.
Well, I do have an idea, but it's a long shot. Like, a really long shot.
Let's hear it.
But you have the Black Plague. You could get away.
I couldn't. It's damaged and slow in the water. Besides, as long as he's roaming the seas, no one is safe. Not pirates, not merchants,
Not actors!
right. If you have a plan to defeat him, we'll do it together.
Well, I have an idea, but it's gonna take everyone on the crew.
Right, men, keep to and secure the grappling hooks. The weapons out, prepare to board. Go, go, go! Secure the holds and the cabins.
Do not stop searching until you find the treasure.
That other ship, the Black Flag, was empty. No signs of its captain, Flint. It must be hiding on this ship. A bunch of cowards.
Well, you know women.
You, what do you mean? You are the only woman on this ship, and lucky that you are.
And why is that, pray tell?
Captain's only rule, never harm women.
Funny, that Charles fellow was saying that it's Murdoch the murderer's only rule as well. Now why would there be two infamous pirates with the same rule?
Captain, I think she knows.
Yes, I am a dog, but it does not matter. It will surprise you, I know. But since I am a woman, you will not be armed. Now tell us, where?
So are you telling me that you're not going to send me to meet my maker at the bottom of Davy Jones' locker?
Never harm women.
And of course, never harming women does not mean you cannot be a prisoner on my ship for the rest of your pitiful life. Perhaps you can be a new cook. Open out the box.
But, Captain, I think she means that there are more women.
Impossible. They are all merely actors. We saw them in the city play in Brableton. And actors cannot be women. Everyone knows this.
Are you sure about that, Captain?
Here they are. Merely cowards. Not women.
until you slithered your way in here.
Reagan O'Flynn's a woman. We attacked him her days ago. They could have been killed. I'm sorry, ma'am. We didn't know.
Stop you blubbering, Jasper. So, there are a few women. They shall, of course, be offered safe passage as prisoners. But the rest shall swim the fish's maintenance.
But we're all.
Huh?
We're all women. Knock me down with a feather.
But ow! This is preposterous! You have seen the eyes of my beautiful
Don't overdo it, Cranberry.
It seems they are better actors than you thought. They fooled you and everybody else quite handily.
Except me.
But Captain, are we taking the prisoner? I guess we've got to.
Where is the treasure? You mean this? It's evenly distributed among all of us. Now, you wouldn't harm a woman to get it, would you?
You think you are so smart? You think you have won? You are about to find out how Monarch's murderer has earned his title.
But I thought you never harmed women.
Captain, what are you doing?
It was nonsense. I do not care about women. The only reason I had that silly rule was to keep my men in line. They are the lowliest as the dogs. Pitiful wretches. They do not care about women, so neither do I.
Captain, never harm women.
Release me at once, idiot. Do you not see that they are paying us?
Never harm women. That's what we've always said, Captain. And, well, it's made us better men. And us pirates don't give any chances to feel that way. Right, boys?
It was nonsense. I do not care about women.
Then I hereby relieve you of duty for breaking our most important rule.
You think you can defeat me? Okay.
Get him out of here, men.
We did it! Huzzah!
You're a genius, Jan!
That was amazing. I think I'm gonna throw up.
I'm not sure how I'm going to text this all to Elspeth.
Well done, sailors. So, which of you is going to be the new captain?
Oh, I'm not cut out for captaining.
But maybe you?
Oh, no, I couldn't. I already have my own ship and crew. But you know who would make an excellent captain?
Well, I'm honored, my lady, but we had a bit too much of the pirate life. It's all time to be back.
I was not talking to you.
Arr!
Hello? Has anyone got let me on this brig?